Okay guys, so now we are in the process of building our flow, right? So how you reach here is you click on flows. Then I have created a separate folder for the chatbot experience flows. Now click on this and you will see there is no flow here. Now we'll create our flow, right? So on the top right you are seeing this button called new flow. Click on this and it will ask you to give you a name. So let us say we are naming it webinar registrations. Webinar registrations. Create. So once you click on create, you will see this, right? So this is your starting step. Now what we are going to do is we are going to promote a webinar and we are getting registrations inside the webinar. So once we click on this, you will see a sidebar will open like this, right? Great. So now we have to create our chatbot. Now this is content type. You select other here, right? Now this is where you are going to ask people what going to tell people what they are here for. So I will write something like this. Use this area to tell people what they are here for, right? Write down what they are they are going to learn in your webinar. So you can list down your what you are going to teach there mm, inside the webinar. So let us see if we can get something good, something better. So let us use this one, let us use this one, and let us use this one. So you can list three of the things or whatever. Learn one, right? Learn two, and then learn three. So this is what you are going to teach, right? And you can write after the webinar you will be able to accomplish the following, right? And you can again paste it here and then just change it. Outcome 1, outcome 2, and outcome 3, right? Great. Now under this, if you would like to attend the webinar attend the webinar, click on the button below to register right? So you can go here and say register, right? And you can put something here, maybe like something like this, right? And we will be sending them to a message, right? And click on done. You can add 3 buttons like this as per your requirement, right? And then we come here. So this is how it looks, right? We are creating the skeleton of our bot, of our flow. Now let us see what we are going to do here. So we can say amazing first name. Here this curly brackets are there, so you can write, and this is the variable name first name. It will read first name itself. Fallback can be something like this, so that if it doesn't get his user's first name, it will say, hey there, amazing, or amazing. You can do this, amazing my friend, amazing my friend, right? Amazing my friend. You please provide some information for the registration, for the registration, right? Then you can use user input. So this is a pro feature. If you are not on pro, you won't get get this feature, right? Now here you can write, please enter your email ID, or you can say, please confirm your email ID, or uh, type the preferred one, right? And this is a user input, so we are saying that this is an email address and we want to collect it to the system field so that we can use ManyChat's native feature for to send them emails, right? Now second thing is that we want to do one thing. We want to remove this skip option, because this email address is necessary, right, for the registration. So like this you can collect their email address. So now once they reply to your answer, right, what we are going to do, we are going to give them a new message, next message, right? And in this message, what we are going to do, we are going to let them know, awesome and first name, awesome first name, you are registered for the webinar, right? You are registered for the webinar. And we can give them some options like add to Google Calendar, right? Now for Google Calendar link, you can go to any website which allows you to create a Google Calendar link. So let us search it. uh, Create a Google Calendar, right? Create a Google Calendar link, sorry, calendar link, right? And you can go to, you know, let us see if this is the one. This works great, I think. Let us see. Looks like it's a little slow. So event name, let us say test event, right? And location is online, and this is, let's say, April 30th, right? And 20, timing is 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. all day. No, uh, here you can give event description, right? And you can also put some links here, but you will have to use some HTML. So let me show you how we do this. Basically you will have to uh, something like this. You can say uh, meeting link, right? And you can put your meeting link here, right? And the text will be here. So meeting link, right? Create link, that's it. You can copy it, right? You can go back here and click on this and say open website, and click all that here, right? So this is done. Let us check this link, right? I copied this and I entered here, right? So this is what it will look like, right? Um right, this is what it is. And most probably you will get all these links from your webinar platform also, so don't worry about that, right? You can you if you create your webinar from Zoom, you will get a link from there also, right? You will get three links. You will get Google Calendar link, then you will get I think iOS link, uh, Apple calendar, and then you will get I think Outlook calendar, right? So you can do that. Then you can add one more button and you can save meeting link, meeting link, and you will say here uh, website, open website, and you can uh, zoom.us, right? You can put your meeting link here, right? Done. And that's it, that's pretty much it, right? Now suppose you want to give them an ebook, right? Give them an ebook as a gift for registering to your webinar, and you want them to read that book before the event, right? So what you can do, you can create one more button and you can say uh, get your ebook, right? Get your ebook. Done. Now if they click this button, right, send them a message. Great. um, you will receive your book in 10 minutes in your messenger inbox only, inbox. Or you can say your ebook will be delivered uh, to your messenger inbox, messenger inbox, right, within 10 minutes, right? Good. Then what will happen, let us do one thing, let us see, let us rename this. This is details of, or you can say webinar details, webinar details, right? And second one is collect email, collect email, right? And this is give links, and this is message for gift, right? Great. So now what we can do, let us jazz it up a little. Let us add an image here, right? Upload image. So you are, let us say this one. So this is here, right? One image. Then you can put one more image here. So upload image. You can say you rock, right? And okay, let us not put it here, let us put it here, right? Image, upload image, and you rock. Open. Now move it up, right? Move it up, and that's it. So our skeleton is ready. Now we have to we have to do some additional work with this, right? And so once you have set this, now we will do one thing, we will create a sequence. Sequence is basically a list of messages which will be delivered to your visitor, right, at a certain time difference, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to give them the ebook, right? So let us go to automation and go to sequences. Let me start a new sequence, and uh, webinar gift, create, right? Right, okay. So after maybe 10 minutes, 10 minutes, because we wrote it there. After 10 minutes, create a new reply, right? After 10 minutes, what we are going to do, hey first name, and in the fallback we are going there, hey there, uh, put a comma, uh, thank you for uh, registering for thank you for registering for my webinar. Here is your book, which I promised, right? And you can either add a button, right? Download book, right? You can, and you can download book, and you can give a link to your drive or wherever you have put your, you are hosting your free book. You can give the link here, right? And otherwise what you can do, you can give them the book here, you can give it here, right? Let us say uh, let us say this is, let us say this is your book, right? Let us say this is your book. So okay, this is a video basically, so let us remove this, upload, not image, where did the image come from? Let us say file, right? And let us say this is the file, right? So this is the file, they can click on it and download. So these are the two ways you can deliver your ebook, free ebook, right? And let us put an image here also. Where is the image? Let us do it, upload image, and we can do this, thank you, right? So what else we can do here? Okay, now one more thing is that suppose your webinar is after 7 days, right? After this guy registered himself 7 days before your, before the event, right? So what you can do, you can ask them for a permission. So you will say continue to the next step and send a message, right? This is other, right? And what you can do, uh, uh, you can say that you want to inform them about the event, right? Hey first name, so, okay, let us not take a name here. Let us say I would would you like to be informed about informed about the book, about the event uh, event just before it starts, right? Then add a button, or add a button won't work, you have to use OTNR. Now what is OTNR? OTNR is a facility provided by Facebook to you, so that you can send one time notification. This is how you will uh, you can switch it on. You have to request this feature, right, on your page. So I will show you how to do that. You will go to facebook.com, you go to your page, right? You go to your, sorry, you go to your page, right? You go to your page, and and you go to settings, right? And it should be under advanced messaging. Okay, this is the one. right? OTNR. You click on this and you will get it immediately, right? You don't worry about it, you will get it immediately. But I think this feature is pro, so you may have to go for a pro feature, right? So once that is uh, done, this also will get on, right? So now we are asking for a OTNR. Now there is a limit of 65 characters, right? So if they click yes, right, let us put a button here, or let us put a quick reply. There is a difference between quick reply and button, I will tell you. Let us delete this button and quick reply. Quick reply is you can type the text here yes, right, and another is no, right? Done. So if let us remove this from here, right? So if they say yes, right, then send them a message, right, and click it here, OTNR, delete this text and type uh, please click the button below to allow me to send you the notification. So guys, there is a limit of characters, so be very careful. So let me click, please click, let us notify me. Okay, it is still, click notify me, delete this one, delete this one, to receive a notification, right? Notification when the event starts, right? Or event, you can say before the event starts. So it is still before event starts, right? So we can do it like this. So this is this button, you cannot change this text, right? So it has to be like this. Now you can select a, you have to create a topic for every OTN, you have to create a topic. So I have created this webinar one, so let us put it like this and then done, right? So you are all set. Now suppose they click no, right? Okay, send message. It's fine, that's absolutely fine, absolutely fine, right? We won't bother you, right? And you can, now you can do a disclaimer here. You can say, PS, did you know you can stop, did you know if you do not want to receive further messages from me, just type stop and hit enter, right? Just type stop and hit enter, right? That's it. So this, what this will do, this will unsubscribe them, this will stop sending message to them. So this is now pretty much done. You can also do okay, now here you can say other, you can say other, right? So, say other and publish it, right? So this is done. This is part of means you have given them the book and you have asked their permission to notify them for the about the event, right? So this skeleton is ready. Now let us say sequence message 1, right? And you can also send them emails using this their feature, right? So what we have to do first, we have to go to the flow, and here where we have, we have taken their email, right? So we can do what we have done here. Okay, now let us do one thing. Let us go here and let us plug the sequence into this, right? So continue to next step and send message. Oh, sorry, not send message. You have to put an action here, right? The action, in action, what we are going to do, we are going to ask them to subscribe a sequence. They, so we, I think, webinar gift, right? So now they will be going to the webinar gift, right, sequence once they click on this, right? Okay, you can also do one thing. You can, you can automatically deliver this book without making them click on this button, right? You can send them directly, right? So what you will have to do, you will have to do this here, right? Do this here, so they don't have to click on this button. They will receive the book automatically, right? After 10 minutes of this, you put a delay and then they will go there. So let us see how you can send the email, right? So action on reply, action, action. So let us go set email opt-in, right? And then that's it. So this is email opt-in, and what you can do, don't set email opt-in, confirm. Is there any send email? No. Let us do one thing, send message. Okay, it is saying actions, action. So you can subscribe them to one of the so right now I am giving this name because I have not created the sequence, right? So let us create one more sequence, automation, sequences, new sequence. Let us say webinar meetings, sorry, webinar mails, webinar registration emails, registration confirmation, right? Confirmation, create this button, right? uh, uh, Maybe after 10 minutes, 10 minutes, save and update, right? Create a new reply, and you can do, okay, right? Click here and click send email, right? Enter uh, webinar, enter the subject, webinar confirmation, right? Webinar confirmation, and you are all set, right? And then you can put an image here. We can search it here, you are all set, right? Image, set, and you are all set, right? Let us take this image. So these are not optimized for the messenger, but for because of the time limitation I am using all these images. Where it is, you are all set, you are all set. You can remove this, not an issue. So you can see here, right, how it is, how it looks like. Sorry. Webinar confirmation, enter pre-header. Let us see, hello, first name, right? First name, or there, hello there, right? Hello there. And you can, you can give some text here. Your seat in the seat for the webinar is booked, reserved, is reserved, is reserved, right? Here are the details of the webinar, right? So what you can do, you can give the meeting details, whatever you get from Zoom, meeting details, meeting link, right? Meeting ID and password, and okay, meeting schedules, right? Meeting schedule, meeting link, meeting ID. And you can also do one thing. What you can do, you can instructions, right? Like you deliver them a book, right? So go through the book, go through the free book before coming to the webinar, right? You can say something like this, right? All these details you will get from your webinar platform, right? So open in webinar messenger, you can put anywhere whatever. If you want to give them some website, or you route them to read some website, etc etc, you can put it here. Like uh, you can say know me better, right? And open website, you can give a link to your personal website, uh, your website, your website.com, right? You can do this. Know me better, your website.com. So now they can click it here, and then this is by default, right? So this will go through ManyChat, so don't worry about it. So this is how you can send the email. And what you can do, you can pick this here, right? And delete this, right? So this email will go to them within 10 minutes, right? So this is one more thing you can do, right? Now suppose it is time for it is time for you for the webinar, right? So when there is now, we will now make a broadcast, right? So new broadcast, let me first just clean it up. What is this? Delete, delete, let me delete all this. Oh, delete. Okay, let it be there. So let us create a new broadcast, and we are sending on messenger first. So let us say webinar 24 hour, or let us say 1 hour, 1 hour notification, right? 1 hour notification. So what you can do, this is confirmed event update. So make sure you select this, right? And you will say hey, first name, um, your webinar starts in 1 hour from now, right? Please be ready. Or you can say, you can also do one thing, are you ready to join? Are you ready to join? Or you can say Did you go through the book, the free ebook that I delivered, that I sent you after you registered for the webinar, right? Okay. So what you can do, you can use to yes and no, right? Done. Now if he says yes, you say awesome, 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 awesome. See you in the webinar, right? And you can do um, here is the link to the webinar, right? And you can either add a button and give the webinar open website, webinarlink.com, right? You can do it like this, or you can give it direct, right? Webinar link. And this should be a this should be a direct link to your webinar, not the registration link. Make sure when you set up your webinar you click on no registration required, because you are registering people in your messenger. All right, send message. You can do one thing, you delete this, you copy this, and you come here. Either he has read your book or not, we want them to come to the webinar anyhow. No issues. And then this time we call them by their name. No issues, no issues, no issues. First time, please try to go through the same, right? Go through the same, right? That's it. So we can do this, right? So this is one. Now let us go next. So this is broadcasting, right? So what we are doing, this is a non-promotional, right? Non-promotional. And now I will tell you about this one also, right? And then start sending now. You can start sending now, or you have to schedule it, because your seminar was on 30th, right? And the time was, I think, 7 o'clock. So you will have to, 7 means 19, so 18, right? You can do it on this time. So this is send all the same time, and this is a regular post is good, right? Right. Okay, so you can now schedule this, right? Go to broadcast. Let us schedule one more, right? And right. So once you have done it, to unschedule and edit, you can edit this. And let us make one email broadcast. So you can do this, right? And you can enter here, your webinar in an hour, right? And pre-holder something, write something, hello, hello, right? And are you ready? You can put an image here, whatever you want. So this is how it is done. You can jazz it up, then go next. And you can, this is the targeting, right? You can put some condition here. I will show you how to do this. So you can schedule it for the date, right? So, right. So that's it. You can do this also. Okay, What is this? Please enter text. Okay. Hey, write something like this. Right. Next. Schedule the message. Attachment file. Okay. So let us delete this for now. Right. So I have shown you how to set up all this mail, right? So schedule message. Empty button block. Let us delete this one for now. Schedule message. Okay, so you have now scheduled the messages also, but there is still some work left in this. So let us go back to the flow. Right, let us go back to the flow and set up things, set up some things, right? So email is there, so let us do some targeting now. So what we have to do, let us edit this. So when where we were uh, making them opt in for the one time notification, we have to do something there. So let us go there, uh, sequence and webinar registration, webinar gift, right? So let us switch it on and let us make it 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes. And now edit this. So here where we ask them for the notification, right, we have to segregate these guys, otherwise the broadcast will go to everyone, right? So what we can do, we can go here and put an action, right? Add tag. So what is add tag? Let us see, if I have something. Okay, let us say webinar OTN, right? Or webinar 1 OTN. Webinar 1 OTN. Oh, it did not take. Webinar 1 OTN, new tag. So it is created now, right? So we have marked these guys that they have opted for the OTN. So now we will go back to the broadcast, sorry, go back to the broadcast and send, sorry, not this one, uh, 1 hour notification, unschedule and edit, right? So we have to do this targeting, right? Condition, targeting condition is tag is what? Webinar 1 OTN, right? So that is what we have to do, right guys? So this is how we schedule. Right now we can schedule for later, date and time. Oh, this is morning. So whatever time we need, right? So this is now scheduled, right? So regular push is fine. So this is now scheduled. Now we have made the message and we have set up the targeting here. This is how we send it, right? Whom we are sending this message, right? OTN is fine. Now we have to tell them which people are this, right? And one time notification, you can also do this, right? You can, if you don't want to do this, you can do this also, right? So but some targeting should be there, right? So this is now scheduled, this is done. And in email you don't need to do much targeting, but let us go to that one also. Email, unschedule and edit, right? And go to settings and targeting, tag is webinar 1 OTN, right? So or you can give it to everyone, in fact. So to give everyone, now what will happen, this will go to everyone, right? Right, so because this is only one, in my flows. So let us go back to the flow and chatbot experience flow, go to webinar, and let us edit this. So here what we have done, right, first of all let us change this, right, webinar registration confirmed, right, that is what the webinar registration confirmation. And before this we can also do one thing, we can tag them, add tag uh, webinar registered, right, so that we can segregate these guys. So publish this and go to broadcast and this email, right. So what will happen, I have stored so many things in email. This is right now it is showing one user only, but we can have multiple people in this email, means I have so many flows. So this field will have so many values. So what we can do, we can add this tag here, webinar registered, right, and that's it. Schedule for now 30th and maybe 17. Okay, so that's it, done. So it has sent an email to me. Let us see if it came to me or went to someone else. I think it went to someone else. Right, it is gone to someone else, right, because I was not there in that flow. Okay, it won't have gone because there was no, see, there is no one here, right, so it is not gone to anyone, and thank god. So this is how you set up your broadcast, right. Now there is only one thing left, that how to get this data to your Google Sheet. I will cover that in the live class, right. For now, let us do this much only, and I will in tomorrow or in next class I will show you how to take this data to Google Sheet. Okay then, thank you very much. Let us stop the record now.